Well, hello and welcome back to the Happy Libra. It is very early in the morning. As you can tell by my screen, it is 6:36. My voice is, So, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. It is for entertainment purposes only. This actor that I'm reading about this morning, I actually don't know any of his movies. His name is Ian Somerhalder. I don't know any of his movies, but I'm sure if he's a really great actor or if he's in an amazing film, somebody out there will let me know. Let me adjust my voice if I can. Okay, so let's get right into the reading. So the first thing I'm noticing is the bottom half of his chart. It has his moon in Aries, and the moon talks about how moody and changeable we are, how easy it is for us to get angry, how easy it is for us to express anger if we are angry. I want to say something. I tried to do this reading yesterday and I came upon something that just stumped me, but anyway, we'll get back to that. So his moon in Aries is telling me that he is actually somebody who gets angry quite quickly. Yeah, it's not even that he's angry, it's just that he's aroused. You know how people say aroused to anger? So because the moon is our emotions and his moon is in Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of war and fighting, it's like when you arouse his emotions, it turns into anger like right away. There's no time in between. So if you get him aroused or if you come at him with aggression, his aggression will get turned on very, very quickly. It's just part of who he is. Okay, and moving on. This part is nice and meaty and juicy. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Yesterday too, I had a hard time articulating what I want to say. So there's something about this person's energy that is causing me to feel like that. I don't know if it's something about him that's like that, because I had the same feeling with the Kylie Jenner reading. Anywho, this person has Mars in Sagittarius in the 11th house. Okay, so I want to talk about Mars. It's really important in a man's chart to know his Mars, because Mars is action, aggression, and it's their sexual kind of style. So Mars being in Sagittarius, that's fire on fire. And what this tells me right away is this person is, those people who are just very like, they're expressive, extremely expressive. Nothing comes out as a 1 or 2. Everything is a 10, 10, 10. He's that type of person. And actually, I love it because of the zodiac sign that it's in. So he has a lot of physical energy to dispense. And ladies, we know what that means. So Mars in Sagittarius, yeah. So Mars in Sagittarius will create a man that is very classy. It's very classy. Every time I come across Sagittarius in my readings, I always talk about they are king energy. So this person will be a very good dresser. He will treat a woman like a lady. He himself will be a gentleman. He will expect to exude and have the best of everything in life. He will expect to exude and have the best of everything in life. And if something is breaking down, he's not going to keep it around. He's going to get rid of it and get the nice one for himself. So he even sees himself as a king, but he probably wouldn't call it that. But that type of mentality is king energy. So I like that. I love Mars and Sagittarius. You're going to get the best man. He's going to be well-spoken. He's not going to disrespect you in public because he knows to do that, to disrespect himself. There's so many good qualities about Mars in Sagittarius. It just goes on. And he's probably good at like things that are physical, like sports, and yes, the other stuff too. Okay, so moving on. So I just told you his 11th house is very activated, which I will talk about in a minute. He is a sun sign Sagittarius, so giving more king energy to this. All right, so that's it for the 11th house. So the fact that his 11th house is also activated by Neptune, there's 3 planets there. The 11th house is hopes, dreams, and wishes. This tells me that this person will have a very easy time, you know, kind of making his hopes, dreams, and wishes comes true. Lucky guy. That's exactly what that means. With Neptune there, it's a little bit foggy, but the sun is giving clarity, and Mars is helping to give him the action or the energy and the will to make it all happen. All right. So let's move on to his Mercury. Yes, I remember this from yesterday. So his Mercury is sitting in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius as well. And I like this because it adds more to that fiery energy that I was just explaining to you. So Mercury is all about communication, okay, and channeling energy that has to do with the body. Now, Mercury is an air sign, and it's sitting in a fire sign in this case, in Sagittarius. So this is just fueling that Mercury. Air and fire go very well together. So right off the bat, what this is telling me is this person is very fiery in the way that they express themselves. Not in a negative way. It's just that they have very quick responses. They are not shy about expressing how they feel. They speak outright. They probably smile outright. They probably laugh outright. Everything that they feel, they express it. And they like to be in conversation with other people as well. Yeah, because the fact that Mercury is sitting in Sagittarius makes the Mercury quite strong. Okay, moving on. Yes, I remember this from yesterday as well. Okay, this is the most fun part of this person's chart to me. So this is Venus, and Venus is sitting in his 9th house in Scorpio. So Venus itself is a planet of love. In astrology, it is a planet of money. It shows how demonstrative the person is with their love and their affections. Now, it is sitting in August, September, October, November, December, January. Okay, it's sitting in the zodiac sign of Scorpio. So right away, let me shrink this down. This is telling me a lot. So I'll tell you how this person is in love. This person is very committed to the woman that he's with and the woman that he loves. There's no like, maybe there's somebody better, you're getting too fat, I don't like your hair color. No. Venus in Scorpio men are committed to their woman, even with all of her flaws, mental, physical, emotional. This is it. Like, that's the end for him. And part of the reason for that is that when this type of person falls in love, they see that person as an extension of themselves. So if you're not perfect, you can't get rid of yourself, can you? No. So they will be very committed to, if the partner needs their help, then they will help them, in any way. But this person is extremely affectionate. They can spend hours giving and receiving affection. They're very deep with their feelings and their love. Like I said, they accept the flaws of the partner because they understand that life is not perfect. People are not perfect. So they accept the woman with their flaws. If she's a little bit chubby, if she's too skinny, if she's not too tall, whatever. I mean, if she's too short, if she's too tall, whatever. They accept people as not perfect, but they still love them. And I really like that about Mars and Scorpio. They're committed no matter what. And they see themselves as being with that person forever. Like, that's their one, that's their only. That's it. I really like that. Okay, let's move on. Oh, don't do it. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I want to talk about the most interesting part of this person's chart. I'm not going to do the North Node. I'm going to talk about this Jupiter, because this Jupiter is the reason why I got stumped yesterday. So there I am doing the reading, and I come across Jupiter in Leo in the 7th house. So Jupiter talks about expansion, abundance. Anywhere that Jupiter is in the chart, it kind of blows it up. It'll be very prominent in that person, but it more affects their outlook. Again, it's also about luck. It can be like spiritual. It can be, just expansive and spiritual and abundant, or make something really large, okay? Now, it's sitting in the zodiac sign of Leo, which is also very large and very fiery and on stage and wants to have fun. And it's in the 7th house. And the 7th house is love, marriage, partnerships, relationships. But I know from doing this for such a long time that the 7th house can give indications of what the partner will look like, okay? So I came to this and I was stumped, because to me, this tells me about the partner. It doesn't have to be about the partner. It can be about the partnership itself. But for me, I take it as being about the partner. I couldn't figure out what that meant. But anywho, one thing's for certain, because this is his natal chart. He will be getting married. He will be getting married. And the relationship will probably be very positive, because Jupiter is a positive, or what they call a benefic, sitting in the 7th house. But for me, there's more to it than that. Now, my guesses, when I was doing this yesterday, I said, okay, is his partner taller than him? Is she? It's not going to be an age thing. That's Saturn. I figured there's something here where the partner is more something, or bigger, or something. And I was like, okay, I know she's not fat. She's probably not fat. So anyway, I ended up checking a little bit further. And it was very interesting what I actually came across. This is going to sound like I'm stretching things a little too far, but actually, because it's Jupiter, I'm not. It turns out that his wife is very beautiful, and that is actually perfect sense when it comes to Jupiter, because Jupiter is expansive and it's optimistic, and so it can give amazing beauty. Now, I just want to say very, very quickly, I did meet a Sagittarius woman one time, and I remember telling her, I was like, wow, you look like the woman on the tarot card. She had these soft green eyes and these very full pink lips. And did I say she was Greek? She was Greek. She had this big, curly, wispy, like, dark hair with some blonde streaks, and she was so beautiful, and she looked like the Empress card. So when it comes to a strong Jupiter, which Jupiter in Leo, which is fire on fire, that is strong Jupiter, it can give somebody who's quite beautiful. And I would say that his wife is a very pretty woman, and they probably have a very easy relationship, because Jupiter, again, it's luck and it's also ease. All right, so is there anything else that I wanted to mention from this? No, not really. This chart, on a scale of 1 to 10, to read this chart, how interesting was it? No, there's been quirkier charts than this, but was it a nice, smooth read? Yes, it was definitely a nice, smooth read. What was the best thing about this chart, in my opinion? Oh yeah, the best thing was this Mars in Sag, because it gives him king energy, and it will give him a king behavior, and from that king behavior, the woman that he's with, his lucky wife, who I googled yesterday, will have a man who treats her like an absolute queen. So lucky, lady, so lucky. So thank you for dropping by the Happy Libra. If this reading was entertaining for you, please do leave it a thumbs up. I really enjoyed reading this for you, and please do leave me a comment, and please do subscribe to my channel. That was Ian Somerhalder. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.